Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back to the Landline Podcast.
We're back.
We're so excited to be back with you guys.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing this a little bit later than we usually do because we had a very busy week.
We
So, shall we go into that first?
Sure.
Our busy week. What did we do this week? Did you have anything exciting or?
Well, we'll start out with meal prep for this week. I made poppy seed chicken. So delicious, so amazing. I have 2 servings left for this weekend, so I'm very happy about that.
It smelled very good. I didn't eat it.
Because I had chicken in it.
Once again, vegetarian, in case anyone forgot. I meal prepped pasta, and it had vegetarian sausage in it. And then I did some Italian seasoning over top of it. And then I also made some fried okra on the side. It
looked really good.
Super good. And then I also made banana muffins, which are also very yummy. So
I made banana pancakes.
we're just in banana
Mm-hmm.
frenzy
Yeah.
this week.
Got a lot of bananas.
But it's all so very yummy, and we've been trying to get better about cooking more things and trying new things. So that's kind of what we've been doing in the food department.
Yep.
As far as school goes, we've just kind of had an average week on that end. Not too much crazy, not anything. Really, we didn't have any guy come over to like fix anything in the house,
No, not this week.
which is
A miracle.
yeah, seriously. But then our roommate had her white coat ceremony for nursing school just a couple days ago, so her parents came down for that.
And we dog sitted her dog with her friend.
She's so sweet. We love hanging out with her, and the dog is so precious. He's
The
so
dog was
little.
precious.
We got to watch her dog while they were here. And then yeah, I think that's about it. Not a crazy week. Just I felt like a lot of homework and a lot
Yeah.
of like maintenance things we had to do.
We had
just like
a lot of, I had quite a few tests this week.
yeah, I had
So.
3 tests this week.
Yeah, I might have had 3.
Mhm.
Because I had one in my geology, and then my geology lab, and then my other class.
Your
Public administration.
Yes. There you go. I had one in choir. We have to sing a song and record it into our phone, and then it's graded off accuracy, which I got a 100 on. So,
Oh, well,
lovely. And then I had an accounting test today, which was just kind of meh. I don't like accounting, so whatever. And then I had another one online in my jazz class.
yes.
Jazz hands. But they weren't crazy, so I'm not too concerned about those.
Okay.
But yeah. So a few people have been asking, so we figured it was finally time, as we have done this podcast for about a month, I'd say now.
Yeah,
A
probably.
little over a month. This will make our second month, I think, going into our second month very soon. So to go into our theme of the week, we are going to get into the podcast. We're going to tell you kind of how it came to be, some backstory behind it, why we picked the things that we did.
About the friendship that might have led to it.
Yeah. So we might give you some fun stories about us. And I hope y'all will get something out of this, since we've actually got a couple questions about it. So I'm
Woo.
excited to kind of get into this one, actually. So starting off strong, I think we should tell them a little bit about the beginning of our friendship first. So that way they know why we chose the things that we did at the time that we chose them.
I'll say that when this whole thing started, I moved to her middle school in 7th grade.
Yes.
So, new student at a new school, and we were not friends.
Mm-mm.
We actually didn't care for each other at all.
We actually didn't know who we were.
And
At
if
all.
we saw each other in the hallway, zero thought that we were going to be friends.
Nothing. I didn't know her. I didn't I literally
Didn't
couldn't
care to know. We were just kind of...
I had my friend group at the time, and I was like, I'm locked.
I made my friends, and I was like, you know what? I'm good with these people.
Yeah, we're chill.
Oh,
well. And then our 7th grade trip rolls around. It's going to launch in the middle of the year, and then the trip takes place in the beginning of April. And the way that our middle school does school trips, as far as rooming goes, is on your sheet of paper, you are supposed to select, I believe, was it 4 or 5?
5 people
that you would be okay with rooming with. So we went in our own individual lives and put down a list of all the people that we had in our friend groups.
And so I had a great friend group, but at the time it was splitting up because of interests, and one group of people was in something else than the other group. So it was kind of a little bit cliquey for a second.
Yeah.
But I decided that I would put a girl I did dance with and be like, maybe I can just room with her and we'll see how that goes. Yeah. And so she was my last pick. It was, the last one was supposed to be like probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
But
like if their name is on your list, there's a chance that you could have them in your room.
And that person just so happened to be in Kaylin's friend group.
That happened to be my best friend at the time, which we're still friends now, just not best friends. But she happened to be my best friend, so she was number 1 on my list. And so we had ended up having a mutual person, if you see where we're going with this. So when the list comes around, our whole grade is clustered in
around
this tiny hallway, and pieces of paper like plastered on the wall for everybody. And I go up to the list and I'm trying to find my group, because I was like, who did they put in my group? Like, who am I going to have to deal with for 4 days or whatever it was? Because, like, that's going to be a lot.
In 7th grade, that was a lot of
time. That's
a
lot of time to be spending with these people. So I was, like, genuinely nervous about who's going to be on my list, because I thought that I could only be friends with my friends, and that was just going to be it. So I get to the list, and it's like, it's my number 1 pick, my number 2 pick, it's my number 1 and my number 2. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's like 1, 2, 3 right there. And then I get down to the very bottom person, and it says Rollin.
Lucky? Who the hell is
Rollin? And I was like, who is Rollin? I was with my friends or something, and I just said her name so loud in the hallway for whatever reason. I don't know what was going on there, but I just said it crazy loud. And then
I was actually standing right behind her because she was standing in front of my locker.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
Yeah.
And I was talking to my friend, and at this point, because I got into quite a few friendships 7th grade because I didn't want to put myself in one group. Yeah. So I was making friends with everybody because I had one friend group at the school I went to before, and I loved all of them very much, but I felt like I should have branched out. And so I did. And I made friends with a lot of people. And so most of my people on my group, my top 2 that were on my list were in the same friend group. But then my last 2 weren't. Yeah. And the person I picked for my 3rd ended up being closer to me at that time, and she had the locker next to me, so I was talking to her, and all of a sudden I hear, "Who is Rollin?" And I went,
She didn't say anything to me. She didn't say anything to me, nor did she know it was me at the time, which we later found out that was me. And so we're like, okay, still don't know who this person is. Quite frankly, I plan on getting to know this person maybe on the bus, maybe
Possibly?
not. I don't know. All I know is I'm sharing a room with her for the next 4 days for this Disney trip, and I'm like, well, they kicked out my other friend to put this person in, so they better live up to the standards of this friend or I'm going to be mad, was my mentality. So we get flash forward. So flash forward to April, and it's time to go on the trip to Disney. And at this point, I don't remember us really talking that much, except just kind of maybe briefly.
Yeah, we our mutual friend, she decided that she wanted to ask me to come sit with y'all at lunch.
Yeah.
Hold for our terrible, terrible, terrible sirens.
They're here all the time, as we've previously mentioned. But
So, basically, she asked if I wanted to come sit and eat lunch with them, and I was like, sure. I did it like probably once, actually probably more like 3 or 4 times. And then a girl I used to go to school with before I moved here also became a part of your friend group, and I was like not the closest with her. We didn't hate each other or anything. We just weren't close.
yeah.
It was kind of like, oh, you. So I decided I would go and sit with some other girls who were asking me to come eat with them.
Yeah.
And so that happened, but we weren't exactly like close then. We were just kind of just like,
I am aware of you. Yeah.
I knew who you were now. I had a face.
You existed in my mind, in my little world up there. So barely knew you still, I'd say. And then it gets time to actually like go to Disney, and we get on the bus, and then we ended up sitting
I sat in front of y'all.
right together actually. And we had met up before because we took a picture or something right before we left for the trip.
What? We got a little bit closer during the show. We did Lion King.
Yeah. Which we don't need to show y'all really any pictures of that.
We won't be showing photos. We just got to know each other more in Lion King. That's all you need to know.
But that didn't show until like right before we left, I don't think.
Yeah, no. So this is like a couple.
Or maybe it showed before or after we left.
It showed before. It was. I think the dates were April like 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and then we left on
5th, 6th, 7th.
We left on the 11th because it was.
I got you. But we basically, I still feel like we weren't like crazy close, but we were still like friends.
Yeah, at this point we were okay with hanging out. I had your phone number at this point, and
we were
gotten your
mutuals.
I got your phone number on the bus.
Yeah,
right there.
we were mutuals, and so then we finally get to Disney. We're not like in the same bed or whatever. We're on like 2 opposite sides of the room. But we like kind of started getting closer over the trip. We were still in separate groups.
Yeah, I was in a group with my other friend group. I just got roomed with them for some reason.
Yeah. And my group was like one of the largest ones. We had a like mega group that was multiple people for some reason. But I mean, it was fun. It was kind of stressful, but it was fun. And so kind of got closer on that trip. So I always say like the friendship kind of started with Disney, because that's when we like spent the most amount of time together in my mind. Like that's when we were kind of with each other the most. So we kind of start the friendship there, because after that we get to 8th grade, because the shows happen towards the end of the year, like we just mentioned, kind of those later months. So we didn't have a lot of time to kind of build on that as much. But in 8th grade, we ended up having study hall together.
We did. We had study hall, and we were in math.
Yes.
Together.
And we sat right beside each other as well. And we got really close in those classes.
We got in a lot of trouble in that class because
we wouldn't stop talking.
Our math teacher was our study hall teacher as well. And so
our constantly re-quoted quote is, "Y'all are being so chatty."
I'm going to start calling you Chatty.
Okay. And what about it?
Why?
And what about it?
Okay, you know my name. Just use it.
Right.
Please.
She was just being annoying, but we bonded over that. So, you know, it was
something.
it was so lovely. But I feel like we really started to get closer that year. But 8th grade for us is also known as the start of the global pandemic.
Woo!
Woohoo! Everybody's favorite. Yeah. So we decided that once we got quarantined, because we got quarantined around spring break, it was March of whatever, and as soon as we got home from spring break and started the whole virtual school quarantine vibes, everything was then put on the phone.
Yeah.
Everything.
Everything.
And hopefully you're starting to see some connections here.
Because, I mean, constantly on the phone.
All the time. Literally all the
24/7.
time.
We were on Zooms and on FaceTime at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Zooming for class and then FaceTiming each other.
And we would go so far as to do all of our classes together. Like, we would be on the FaceTime or the call for over 8 or 9 hours a day.
And like we get that that's excessive, but like it was the pandemic and we saw no one except each other.
Yeah.
And the people on Zoom.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to talk to the people on Zoom because let's be so for real, if you were in school during Zooming era,
no,
you don't want to be talking on Zoom because then you put yourself on the big screen and then you're just up there for everyone to stare
so
at.
we just kind of leaned on each other as far as like, why be lonely when you could just talk to your friend on the phone, which at this point I was considering her like one of my best friends, like at this point in time, because I was always on the phone with her. Like, and then you had a birthday party.
I had a birthday party, a social distanced birthday party.
It was really funny, and we all sat outside
and we did tie-dye,
and it was great.
It was actually low-key kind of fun.
It was kind of chaotic, but it was hilarious that we like actually sat 6 feet apart at the party.
It wasn't like a bunch of it was like there was 4 people because we didn't want to get COVID.
Yeah.
We all sat in like lawn chairs and talked, did tie-dye.
I think we listened to music or something.
Listened to music.
I don't even. That was basically it.
I don't even remember.
We yapped for a long time.
A lot.
And it was fun, but that was like the first time that I think I had been to your house.
I think so.
I think that was the first time.
I had already been to yours.
Yeah.
I've been to my house before.
Because you came to mine for Christmas.
I did.
We're also not including that picture because no. But we first
went to your birthday that year.
Yeah. And that was kind of like that whole year, and then freshman year was also partially virtual and still social distanced. But freshman year we continued our journey of having classes together by having our first period algebra together
with our favorite teacher ever, who is our senior year math teacher as well.
And he also had me for one of his study halls too. So I had him for 3 out of the 4 years of high school, which is insane, but I love him. And over that year we still called. And the thing about us is we rarely go a day without talking to each other.
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident when I say that I don't really remember a day that I have gone without any communication at all.
Yeah. Even if it's us, the smallest thing is just sending snaps
or like sending a video or
contacting each other every single day for
well over it's years. If you include school days, like regular school days, calling after school days, texting whenever, and then also seeing each other on the weekends, church, like literally all the time.
Yeah.
it like I don't know.
Like it,
And now we've lived together
small
for
thing happens, we would have called.
Yeah, anything, I'm pretty sure. So, moral of the story, we were on that phone a lot. We still are on that phone a lot, but now it's just funny stuff because we live in the same house.
And luckily our phone bill won't go up anymore. Sorry, parents.
Sorry, parents. However, if we're on a trip, there's no promises.
Yeah.
Because I do also call her on the weekends that we go home and on trips.
And also on the weekends we go home, we usually end up hanging out anyway.
At our homes. Like,
Yeah.
we'll go to each other's houses on the weekends that we go home.
The last weekend
I
we
was
went
at, I
home,
had a sleepover at her house.
and then
And
I
then
went
she
to her.
came to mine to pick me up and to talk to my family.
Then no styles.
What? No style?
No styles!
So
So basically,
it's a package deal here.
Yeah. So, what more could you ask for or want or need,
Exactly.
But with that being said, I think we can flash forward to what you're probably all expecting. The landline.
Hi.
So, we get to our summer trip we've done for 2 years now, over 4th of July. They have a lake house. You can tell them a little bit about it.
It's a lake and there's a house next to it.
Nice.
And it's very her style. Very like eclectic core. Everything is kind of retro colors.
Made in the 50s, and it has not changed since the 50s.
And there's a teal couch that I love very much. And also a big red chair that's also really comfortable. We just kind of go. One of our favorite things is to just go out and swim in the water with our little floaties and then just start yapping
Oh, yeah.
about anything and everything that you could possibly imagine. No one is safe.
No one is safe.
Not a single person, actually. So
You watching,
you're not safe. Because you've probably been included in some conversation at some point, if I'm being
Somehow.
honest. But we just start yapping, and then we've mentioned starting a podcast or some type of digital diary or
Yeah.
some type of something. We started vlogging a little bit freshman year, but we were really bad about keeping up with it.
Really, really bad.
So we were like, what is something that we can do to document our time in college, and just see what we can do to kind of keep those memories. And then we come to the conclusion of a podcast, which is
Because it forces
so much
us to
fun.
sit down and actually do it.
Yes, and actually have like a schedule allotted for it, which is so fun. But we start talking podcast, and we're like, what in the world would we name a podcast that's rough, like going around talking about us? Like, what? Our friendship is so everything that you could imagine that there's pretty much we could have picked anything, I think, and it would have somehow connected.
Mm-hmm. It's like we have a ridiculous amount of
Lore.
random weird stuff. As every friendship does, honestly.
Yeah.
But it's, whew.
But we wanted something that was going to be kind of timeless, that was not too specific to where we are in life. Like, we didn't want something that was like
College diaries.
college kids or whatever, or best friends or
Yeah.
what. Like, that's kind of just like everybody who starts a podcast is naming their stuff for that. So we were like, we're not doing that. We need something original. And then we start going back to the beginning of our friendship, and we come around to the fact that we had a lot of the beginning of our friendship on the phone.
Yes.
So that's where we get the phone,
Mm-hmm.
which is, and then we're like, well, what would we do with a phone? Like, what could we phrase it as?
And I mean, I was thinking, we were sitting in the water down at the dock, and I was like, I was looking around me. I was naming, like, there were a Mercury branded motor went by, and I was like, maybe we could do, like, Mercury something, blah. I was coming up with anything and everything. I saw something. Let's make that the name of the podcast.
The twig.
The
water.
The turtle.
Like anything.
Like, anything, because we
Dirt.
just could not figure it
like,
out.
We were like, what in the world are we gonna call this thing?
And then I started thinking about, like, oh, what's it? We talked about, oh, we were always on the phone. And then I looked up at my house, and I'm like, this 50s brand house has a landline, and it's literally like, it's like one of those phones that's on the wall. And I was like, what if we did, like, the landline podcast? That would be, like, really cute.
And I was like, yes. Like, it just rolls off the tongue, you know? And then we were like, okay, what about the iconic red landline phone that's in, like, half of your older movies?
Oh, yeah.
And with the little ring, you know? And so we started thinking about it more, and if you've noticed, whenever we stop and end our podcast, we always say hi, and then we end it with saying bye. That's because the intention there is, like, if you're on the phone, you often start with a greeting and then you leave them by saying bye of some sort of way. So we were like, we can totally do that for the podcast, which is where we get the layout for our videos, which is so fun, and I love that so much.
So this is just kind of like a little FaceTime call to y'all.
Yeah, we like to give you little updates on our life, tell you some fun stories, play some fun games, go into dirty little secrets or whatever you want to call them.
Once this continues and keeps on going, we'll stop caring about or worrying about some things, and then.
But as of right now, it's just kind of like a little, just kind of, we'll hit y'all with a glimpse of our friendship, and maybe you'll enjoy it and listen along.
Yeah.
And hopefully you feel a little included. We try to include some of our friends by just telling them in stories, and we hope to get some of them on here someday.
Yeah.
But our goal is to kind of make you feel like you're in there with us and you're going along this journey with us, just as if we were to call a friend back home and tell them what's going on. So that's kind of where the landline comes from. Yeah. And kind of some of our goals for it as well is just kind of a diary of what do we got going on. And I think that's probably the best way that I can describe the podcast to you, honestly. So if you have any other questions, let us know. We'd love to answer them.
Explain.
But if not, we can move on. We have a new segment for you. Yay! We're doing movie ratings.
Yep. And since this is a friendship-based episode,
we're doing friendship-themed movies for today.
Woo!
Yay! So I think it's gonna be fun.
I agree.
So are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I can go first. We're gonna go for each movie. We're gonna give you the name of the movie, our personal favorite scene. We each have 2 different lists, so we're just kind of gonna go with what we have. Our favorite scene, we'll probably put a little clip or something in there of what we're talking about, so you don't think we're going crazy if we can't describe something to your knowledge. And then we're gonna give you a little rating, rated out of 10. What do we think about it? And then we're gonna name our favorite duo in the movie. Since we're talking about friends, we might as well tell you some of our favorite friends. You know? So, my favorite movie of the evening is Mean Girls. Now, Mean Girls has a lot of problematic friends, you could say, which I hope that everyone has seen this movie.
If you haven't, you should.
If you have not, definitely.
And not the new musical.
Not that.
We
love
that.
you, Renee Rapp.
Mm-hmm.
But you're the only good part of that movie, so.
We love you.
Anything else? No. But Mean Girls is my first pick, and my favorite scene is definitely the Jingle Bell Rock performance.
I'm always on your left.
And right now you're getting on my last nerve. Switch. And finally, please welcome to the stage Santa's helpers doing Jingle Bell Rock.
We were just watching this movie like last week or something, and that scene is going to do it for me every time. It is hilarious. It's iconic. Everybody knows it. And you know what? I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'd give this movie a 10 out of 10. It's perfect, iconic, will be timeless, and I really have no complaints in all honesty. And my favorite duo in this movie shouldn't really come as a shock if you know me at all, but Janice and Damien. My favorite iconic duo from that movie is definitely those two. They just bring so much character to the movie, and the movie wouldn't be possible without them. So
I absolutely agree.
They're great characters, no complaints, to a T. Like, amazing. So that is my rating on Mean Girls.
So, my movie of choice is Clueless. Yes. And I know that Clueless is a more falling in love theme, but the friendships in there are iconic. And for my favorite scene, I will probably have to say it is the car scene where Cher is in the back seat and Dion is driving and they accidentally get on the highway.
Boy can dress. Oh my god, I'm totally bugging. I feel like such a bonehead.
What the hell? Yo, you're getting on the freeway.
What?
No, turn right. Get out of the lane. No. Okay, get the procedure. Just get out the lane.
I think it's hilarious. I think it really just encapsulates Kaylin and I's friendship.
I'd say
in a way of just like, what in the world is happening? And my favorite duo, obviously, Cher and Dion. And then I'll probably give this movie a 8 out of 10. I know that is a little bit low. I would be higher usually.
It's an iconic movie, but it's just kind of...
It aged well. It aged well, but in some certain topics, it did not.
Yeah,
but
and
I love it.
It's iconic, but on the level of iconic as some other movies, it doesn't quite hit the bar for me.
Yeah.
So I have to agree with your rating on that one. Now, my second movie, I sure hope a lot of y'all have seen this, because I love this movie. My second one is The Breakfast Club.
Love.
And although it's a little bit of a problematic movie, as some thematic elements in it are rated a little bit higher than what the movie itself is rated, I still quite enjoy the movie. So if you're a kid, don't watch it yet. But teenagers and adults, you need to watch it. It's a great movie. 10 out of 10.
I hope you have seen it already.
I'm actually giving this one an 8.5 out of 10, though. It's a great movie, but I feel like also in the same way that Clueless had some problems, this one also had some problems and also didn't quite hit the level of iconic. However, it's timeless and I hope it will be around for forever. My favorite scene is just probably at the beginning of it when they're all in detention and they're going over all of the reasons why they're in detention.
Do you know how popular I am? I'm so popular. Everybody loves me so much at this school.
Poor baby.
I feel like it's an iconic scene. It makes me laugh. It's funny, and I enjoy watching it. And my favorite duo is John and Claire, which is the romantic duo of the movie. But it's like the level of rebel kid and like popular girl that just is always going to be there.
A great movie.
10 out of 10, you know?
So, my next movie is Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
So good.
I love this movie.
One of my favorite movies, arguably.
I will say that it's a feel-good movie in a way.
and it's comedy, and it's great. I love it.
So, I will say that my favorite duo is Cameron and Ferris.
That's completely fair.
I love Cameron. I think he is so funny, but also I just think dry humor is funny.
Mm-hmm. We know.
So, and my favorite scene is obviously gonna have to be the parade scene.
You're crazy!
What do you think Ferris is gonna do?
It's gonna be a fry cook on Venus.
That is so fair, actually.
I love that scene, but I will add in an honorable mention of when his sister kicks Mr. Rooney in the face.
Ferris.
Bueller.
That one is also a great scene. I have to say, I think, if I'm just adding a personal preference, I love when, what's his face, Cameron, I think, he like starts banging his dad's car.
Yes, kicking the car.
And
I was debating.
I love that scene. The rage is just everything. I love it. Okay, continue.
It's just an amazing movie in
just
general.
had to include that scene.
Of course. Honestly, I love the movie. I love the sneaking around, almost running into his parents, his sister knowing exactly what's going on, but
older sisters don't get enough credit, you know.
The absolute crash out of Mr. Rooney. It's honestly
a masterpiece
an
of a movie.
amazing movie. And I gave it a straight 10 out of 10.
Valid in all fronts. Mm-hmm. It's an incredible movie. No complaints. Okay. My third movie is Finding Nemo. It's a little bit of a turn from the other ones. Mm-hmm. However, my favorite scene is the just keep swimming scene.
Mr. Grumpy Gills. When life gets you down, you know what you gotta do?
I don't want to know what you gotta do.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming.
It gets stuck in my head way too much, and I love it. It's gonna be iconic every time. It does it for me, you know? I did rate this one an 8 out of 10. It's a great movie. However, I just can't watch it on repeat. And that's my reasoning behind putting it as an 8 out of 10.
If you can't watch Finding Nemo on repeat, that's your problem.
It's not like a Princess and the Frog level, though.
Okay, that's fair. But Princess and the Frog... Princess and the Frog is a 20 out of 10. Out of 30? No. It is a 20 out of 10. There's no
complaints.
Perfection. Also, another amazing friendship duo, Tiana and Lottie.
Absolutely. Not that we were going that route, but you know.
But anyway.
But my favorite duo in this movie is obviously Dory and Nemo. Just because the song, the scenes, Dory's short-term memory loss.
Dory and Nemo?
Dory and
Marlin.
Marlin. That's what I was going to say. Yes. Sorry, guys. Sue me.
It's not your fault. I just am psychotic and remember everything.
It's okay. But at least you corrected me so I don't sound stupid.
Okay. And for my last... not my last. Sorry. I have another one after this, but it's a little different. But for this one, I am picking one of my... I'm going to rate it first before I hear it. It's a 10 out of 10 in my heart. Or 11 out of 10 in my heart. In my heart only. But the movie is The Internship.
Oh, that's a good movie. That's a good movie.
I love this movie. It's just... First, I started watching it because Dylan O'Brien's in it, and I love Dylan O'Brien.
Mm-hmm.
But
can we take a pause? she is obsessed with Dylan O'Brien. Not love, obsessed. You may be in love, but like to a concerning degree. She will watch a show repeatedly just for Dylan O'Brien. So if Dylan O'Brien comes across this and you want to hit my line for surprising her at any point in time, please let me know, as I would then get the seal of approval for the rest of life, as if I don't already. However, it would really put the icing on the cake, so that would be much appreciated. But I'll leave that there. Back to what you were saying.
It's a straight comedy. 2 old guys trying to get an internship at Google. Mm-hmm. What more could you want? Played by Vince Vaughn and, oh my gosh,
what is the other one?
Cars. He's Lightning McQueen. Owen Wilson. Sorry. And
there it is.
It is a amazing movie. Kids don't watch it, but
once again, not an appropriate movie, but
a great movie. Favorite duo: Billy and Nick, aka Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson.
Very loud.
And I guess technically it would probably be a 7 out of 10. It's a cheesy movie.
It's cheesy, but it's good.
It's good. And favorite scene: them getting interviewed for Google.
Duh.
It's 2 old guys trying to claim that they know the internet, and it's quite something.
That's how people do it now, Nikki. They have their interviews on the internet.
I like it. I know, child.
Okay, here they are. Now, when I hit this, they'll be able to see us. So come on and get in here close so we can be seen in the webcam. See how small the webcam is? No, get cheek to cheek. Nick, come here, cheek to cheek.
Don't crowd me.
We can see you guys.
Okay, great.
You got us?
Hi, my name is Billy.
Oh, we can hear you fine as well.
Oh, great.
Good.
Billy McMahon.
Nick Campbell.
I'm Benjamin.
Allison, we're going to ask you a few questions that some of our candidates find a little bit odd.
Let's get
no
weird.
Judgment. Shoot.
You're shrunken down to the size of nickels and dropped to the bottom of a blender. What do?
You take her flat on your back like
this. You just lay back, enjoy that breeze. Pretend it's a fan.
And let those bad blades whip all around you like this. It's like getting an MRI.
Highly suggest you watch it.
It's a lot, but it's good. My last one is kind of a honorable mention, as this movie is not really revolving around friendship technically, but it's one of, actually, arguably, this is my favorite movie, which is Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Not the first one, the second one, okay, listen. And my favorite scene, which we will be putting a clip of this in there, is Baby Groot when he takes the controller with the 2 buttons and he's talking to the Star-Lord and he's like, I am Groot? And he's like, no, this one, not this one. If you press this button, it's gonna explode everything. And he like keeps clicking the wrong, or keep attempting to click the wrong one, and then he ultimately just runs away with it. So the entire climax is they're scared that he's going to blow up the entire planet.
Don't push this button, because that will set off the bomb immediately and we'll all be dead. Now, repeat back what I just said.
I am Groot.
Uh-huh.
I am Groot.
That's right.
I am Groot.
No! No, that's the button that will kill everyone. Try again.
I am Groot.
Mm-hmm.
I am Groot.
Uh-huh.
I'm Groot.
No, that's exactly what you just said. How is that even possible?
But he's an icon, and he's a little diva, and he's adorable, and also my favorite Marvel character. So, fun fact. This movie is a solid 100 out of 10. No complaints, nothing. There, period. End of conversation. Best movie. Love it to death. Had to be mentioned. My favorite duo is Rocket and Groot. Now, there is a backstory. We compare ourselves to Rocket and Groot in a lot of ways. We even had little keychains at one point, but they broke now. But
mine broke literally like 3 days ago.
Yeah, it was really sad because they had little chapsticks in them. But her name starts with R-O, and I am Groot.
Yep.
And that's all that you need to know about that. So, last one is you.
Okay, so
and I
hope you're ready. This is not gonna be like the other ones we just rated, because this one is the true and only friendship movie, and it is Disney Channel's original movie, Frenemies. Thank you. I hope you all are ready to cringe, because I'm going to tell you about frenemies. It has 3 different things going on in this movie. It's 2 friends that are no longer, they're angry at each other and they're splitting up. Then there's a girl who realized she has a twin sister and they don't like each other, but at the same time they want to be sisters. And then there's a whole other plot point of a dog and a boy who are having a hard time with their friendship and a man's best friend kind of a vibe. I don't really know. I haven't seen this movie in years, and I do not plan on watching it anytime soon. The message behind this movie is true friendship requires effort.
So call your friends every day for multiple hours a day and never leave them alone.
Yeah, and maybe you can be like us.
They'll never be like us. Cue Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us.
Anyway, I will have to say my favorite duo in this movie is Zendaya and Bella. I don't know their characters' names, and I don't plan on knowing them. My favorite scene? None, because I don't remember any of them. And I'm going to give this a 3 out of 10 for the movie.
Arguably, I'd give it a 1 or maybe a 0.
That's generous. So, that's all I have to say on Frenemies. But the dog was really cute.
I agree. Help. But I think that's all, folks. As quoted by Looney Tunes. Yeah. Hope y'all enjoyed
that.
Because we sure did. We also got a little cringed, but it's okay. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.